Have you ever wondered about how many hours do students spend on social media per day? And does heavy usage of social media affect academic time? I'm Josh, and I'm gonna explain all about students with social media. These are the negative effects of social media. The first one is cyberbullying. In Indonesia, cyberbullying is frequently happen, and cyberbullying can make someone stressful. I think cyberbullying is the most dangerous thing of social media. And the second is addiction. A lot of students, maybe more than 50% of students in Indonesia, addicted with social media. Average hours do students spend on social media is about 2 up to 4 hours per day, based on the news. And the third negative effect is spread of fake news. A lot of fake news around us, but we don't know about it. A lot of fake news. And the fourth effect is face-to-face communication decline. Someone with hours of social media will have a decline of face-to-face communication. They avoid eye contact, and then they're gonna be shy to communicate with people because every day they always in front of their phone. So face-to-face communication can be declined for them. For them who are always in front of their phone, always on social media every day, and lack of communication to the people. So these are the negative effects of social media: cyberbullying, addiction, spread of fake news, and face-to-face communication decline. These are the positive effects of social media. The first one is build relationship. You can make a new friends every time, everywhere in social media. I think that's useful because you can learn new things from your new friend, or maybe if you are bored, you can make a new friends in social media. But you must be careful to your friend in social media because a lot of scammers in internet, in social media, a lot of scammers. So if you want to build a relationship in social media, you must be careful because a lot of scammers in internet. And second positive effect is learning. You can learn everything in social media. A lot of things, tons of things, everything. You can learn about English, mathematics, science, everything you can learn if you want. A lot of social media accounts for learning, like National Geographic, and then English YouTube channel. A lot of accounts to learn English, to learn new language, to learn mathematics, to learn science. And then you can also find a job in social media. I have a story of my first job. So my first job was a salesman, a car salesman. Last year, I want to get a job, and it's hard to find a job in this year and last year. So I decided to open my Instagram, my social media account, and I suddenly found a job. I found a job as a car salesman. So I took that job immediately. That's why sometimes social media has a positive impact, such as, for example, find a job. You can find a job, every kind of job, whatever the job, you can find it. Salesman, work in factory, waiters, barista, and a programmer, like software engineer, network engineer. You can find it in social media, like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. You can find a job in internet, in social media. These are the most used social media by students by far. So I did a survey. I made a survey to my classmates, to my friends and classmates, and there are 40 respondents. TikTok, 21 of respondents use TikTok every day. And then Instagram, 13 people, 13 respondents. And Twitter or X, 3 people. And then Facebook, 3 people. We can see to the pie chart over here, TikTok is the largest number of the most used social media. So in this year, 2025, most of students, most of teenagers or young people use TikTok every day. And 1 minute videos are harmful because our brain cannot save a lot of information. Can you imagine this? You scroll down a lot of video, thousands of video per day, 1 minute video, thousands of 1 minute video per day. And can you imagine how your brain memorizes these videos? I think it's impossible. You can memorize all of them. You can memorize 1,000 of videos every single day, thousands of 1 minute video every single day. You can memorize it, and your brain will be rotten. Have you ever heard about brain rot? That's because of TikTok or 1 minute video. It's not only TikTok, but Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels. It's also dangerous. 1 minute video is dangerous for our brain because it can make us addicted, and it's not good for our brain. And our brain cannot memorize thousands of 1 minute video. That's why sometimes we forget something. We easier to forget everything. We cannot even remember something like 5 minutes ago, what happened in 5 minutes ago. We can't even remember our subject. We can't even remember about what have we learned for exam. That's because our brain is already rotten. It's already rotten because of 1 minute video too much.
This is how many hours do students spend on social media per day. There are 40 respondents. They are my friends and my classmates. So 21 of them answered 2 up to 3 hours per day, and then 15 of them answered 4 up to 5 hours on social media per day, and then 2 of them answered more than 5 hours per day, and the last one, 2 of them answered less than 2 hours per day on social media. According to this data, most of students spend their time 2 up to 3 hours per day, but a lot of them also spend 4 up to 5 hours per day on social media. I think I can make a conclusion that it's kinda dangerous, and it has a big impact in academic time. Why? Because we have only 24 hours per day, 8 hours of sleep, and then it's about 9 hours of college. 9 plus 8 equals to 17. And then we have only 7 hours of free time. What about we use 7 hours, these 7 hours, we use 3 hours of 7 hours. We only have 4 hours left. And what can we make in 4 hours? A lot of projects, a lot of assignments, a lot of tasks from our lecturer. What will you make in 4 hours? What about you use 5 hours on social media? 7 hours minus 5 hours equals to 2 hours. You only have 2 hours to do your assignments, to do your projects. It will not be enough, but if you spend your time on social media just 1 hour or 2 hours, you will have more time to do your assignments, to learn new things, to learn new skills, to improve yourself. But it depends on what kind of content do you consume every day. If you watch video like learning videos, and then tutorial videos. I think it's useful to improve yourself, to make you know new skills, to make you have new skills and new knowledge. I think it's useful if you watch learning videos and tutorial videos and something like that. But if you take hours, if you take hours of useless video and meaningless video, it's only waste your time. Can you imagine this? You waste your 3 hours per day for useless content, useless videos, and meaningless videos. 3 hours per day. You only have 7 hours of free time, and then you waste 3 hours. You only have four hours left. What will you do in 4 hours? A lot of projects, a lot of assignments. You will have no enough time. What about someone who spend 5 hours per day to social media? It's very harmful. More than 5 hours. It's crazy. You will have no enough time to do your assignments. You will have no free time, and it's very dangerous for your eyes and brain because social media is too much useless and meaningless content, and then fake news. It's dangerous. I think the standard of spending time on social media is about 2 hours per day. 2 hours per day is standard. It's normal. 2 hours per day. Why? Because we have only 24 hours per day, 8 hours sleep, 9 hours college, and then 7 hours of free time. We only take 2 hours on social media and 5 hours to do our assignments and to do anything else, to do everything. But in these 2 hours, you must watch video. You must watch useful video, and you must avoid useless and meaningless videos. You must watch learning videos, tutorial videos, learn new skills, and get more knowledge from social media. From this data, I can conclude that the mean is 10. Why? Because 21 plus 15 plus 2 plus 2 equals to 40. 40 divided by 4 data, 4 number is 10. So the mean is 10 and the mode is 2. Why? Because 2 is the most frequently number in this data. And then standard deviation is about 9.6. Standard deviation. So from this presentation, I can conclude that heavy usage of social media affects academic time, affects in bad effect and then in good effect. In bad effect, social media can disrupt concentration to students because students already have a bad habit to consume a short video, 1 minute video. So their brains have a habit to consume short information fastly. That's why they cannot focus and sometimes lose concentration. And then heavy usage of social media also can reduce their study time. For example, they have 7 hours of study, but they use 5 hours of them, 5 hours of 7 hours on social media. So they only have 2 hours left for study. That's the bad effect of heavy usage of social media. What about the good effect? If the students use social media wisely, they can learn faster, learn new things, and get knowledge. If the student use it wisely. So the conclusion is, it depends how students use social media. And heavy usage of social media can affect academic time, both in bad effect and good effect. So my last words in this presentation is, use social media wisely. Because if you are not wise to use social media, it affects academic time. It can reduce your study time and then disrupt your concentration. But if you use it wisely, you can learn faster. You can even find a job. You can learn more new things. You can get more knowledge. You can make new friends. So use social media wisely. All right. Yeah, that's all from me. And I hope you use social media wisely. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.